What's going on here, Dory? Just hanging with the babes?
Dang, we were this close to losing her babies. We had a birth this week that was crazy. We found mom and one baby at like midnight. The baby was small. Usually when they're small, they aren't alone. We found the baby over here with mom. We looked around the entire pen, this whole pen here, and could not for the life of us find another baby. We looked and looked and looked, couldn't find anybody in there, couldn't find anybody over here. So we put the one baby in the barn with mom and figured that maybe she must have just had one baby. Probably 15, 20 minutes later, we were in the barn over there and we heard a little baby screaming. So we came running down. We have 3 rabbits and they have dug these holes underneath this little shed. We had found a baby crawling out of that hole. We ended up digging around and seeing if we could find more. We found 2 babies inside that hole. We very easily could have lost them. We would have missed them. We did miss them. We're just super lucky that one of those babies wanted to crawl out and start screaming. We're really glad that that turned out to be a happy ending.
These here are the babies in question. Very healthy, happy babies.
Oh my gosh, those floppy little ears can have my whole heart. This here is S'more. She's one of our miniature Nubians. These guys are great. Their babies are just a hoot. Big fan. These here are her babies. Number 1, number 2. This here is Fred. This here is George. George is my absolute favorite. He is just a goon. Snoozer. Snoozer. They're so great though, I love them. Our other girl, Minnie, she's also part Nubian. She's about to have her babies. They should look somewhat like those 2 knuckleheads. Minnie gave us 3 cutie patootie babies. Let me show you what we got. Those long ears just kill me. Dance party! Got a bunch of feedback about a bottle. Why didn't we have a bottle before?
We didn't have a bottle before because when he was born, the only bottle we had is for a bigger baby. We weren't expecting to have a 14-ounce baby that was gonna be needing a bottle. So the nipples that we had on the bottles that we had were way too big. He put it in his mouth and he could barely get his mouth on it, much less suckle it. He couldn't do it. So I tried him out on the smallest syringe we had, which was a 3cc syringe, and it worked great. He sucked it right down. With how fragile he was, once we found something that was working great, I wasn't in a big hurry to switch it up and change into a bottle. If what was working was working, I was just gonna let it keep working until it wouldn't. Then once he was sturdy enough, I was happy to try a bottle. So we found this little tiny bottle at the farm store. It's meant for bunnies or kittens or ferrets. There was a big list of things. It didn't have goats on the list, but let's see if it'll work out. He loves it. I gotta give it a little squeeze while he's drinking it, because it doesn't let the air back in when he sucks it out. So once he sucks a certain amount out, it doesn't keep coming out for him. If you look at it from this side, he's getting a little milky froth there.
He's a great eater.
Always been a great eater. I think that's the number 1 reason why he's been able to do so well. Gotta let the air back in the bottle.
Give him a little break. Pause. Time out. Time in, baby.
I like the funny little hairs on his lip.
And the hairs on his chinny chin chin.
Just interspersed just right to look funny.
That boy's not a cuddler.
He's afraid I'm gonna give him a shot because he's been getting some antibiotic shots and getting drops in his nose, and he hates it. So when I pick him up, that's what he thinks is gonna happen. Back to cuddle with his buddies.
He's a cutie. If you haven't seen his birth, you'll want to. And if you have but you want more, we got you here.